Dreamcast guy was right because Xbox is dead. And what I find so funny about this, you got Xbox fanboys defending it, telling me that you own too many consoles, you hit over the limit. Regardless, I still have a paid subscription, and you people still defending this garbage. I guess you know what? PlayStation, Nintendo, and Sony really don't care about those console sales, because if they did, why would it matter if I have over 10 Xboxes? You know, you got people saying, I play it with my son and we don't have this problem. Yes, because you're doing it between two consoles. I thought as long as you had, an active live service and subscription, you should be able to play your games no matter how you want it. Now you got Microsoft restricting you depending on how many consoles you got, but don't take my word for it. Look no further than this. Oh, that's because you didn't pay. You don't have an active subscription. Bro, trust me. I tried everything, man. I've downloaded games. I've tested it. And you're going to find out that Microsoft most definitely indeed restricted me. Now, I'm not saying that this is only a problem with Microsoft. I had it on PlayStation, and people that will come over will get signed out of the accounts miraculously for some apparent reason. Let's just be honest. These companies are out here lying to y'all, and you guys single-handedly know it. This is DRM at its finest, even when you pay for an active subscription service to use on no matter what, or should we say Xbox Play Anywhere, but yet I can't play my Xbox games on another Xbox console, and yet this is what Microsoft is promoting. Let's just be honest. You want people to own one console with one subscription service, and that is it. Plain and simple. No different than what Nintendo did with the Switch 2 by saying you can no longer game share your games. And if you do, you got to use them one at a time. That's exactly what's going on, man. And the funny thing is, you got fanboys defending this. Even on PlayStation, it's the same thing. You know, I never had it this bad, but it'd be signing me out of my games where I'm like, yo, what the person will come over like, yo, what happened? I'm like, huh? Sony just signed you out for no reason? Let's just be honest, man. These consoles ain't nothing but paperweights. You think that you own the platform that you paid for, but in reality, you're renting it no different than what you're doing with the games. And to prove that notion, let's sign into an account that I have that has an active membership, which is game shared on the console. Matter of fact, let's get to that point. Hold on. Now you guys see that 2 accounts are signed in, right? Now, if it's game shared, you guys know exactly if it's home console. You don't have to do all that. But now look at it. Now it will work. I'm sorry about that, guys. I had to literally reset the game just so I can get it to work. Do you understand how embarrassing this is, bro? Even if you pay for an active membership, you're still being restricted in how you want to go about using it. Now, mind you, you guys have seen. Let's look. I can search for a game. Everything's fine now. So what happened before? Now, but games that you lying, you probably didn't make it to home console. That's why, right? Oh, okay. This is what you guys, since you guys have no exclusives, now you guys want to use excuses. Hold on. Now look at what it says, bro. What are you people going to do now, man? Are you guys going to still continue to keep denying this, man? And at the end of the day, you don't own your games. And we're going to prove another thing. Like, I really wanted to bring this up to people's attention because I feel like it's important as gamers. And like I said, man, I've already invested so much money at this point. I've already been kind of frugal with it, but now I'm going to be extra frugal now. And like I said, I'm going to buy things on sale. It is what it is. Nothing's going to change. People telling me go to PC gaming as if it's going to make any difference. Bruh, I'm telling you right now, man, once consoles cease to exist, they're going to go and impact the PC because the days of exclusivity may be over, but not in regards to live service and subscription. And this is what I've been trying to warn you guys about. But hold on, I got one more point to be made. I just want to let you guys know that I don't own Gotham Knights on this specific account, but I do have it on another one, right? Now, you know what I find so funny about this is the fact that, yeah, I cannot play online for some reason. I can play the 360 games. It lets me do that. But you know what I find so funny is that you guys are damage controlling for this, but guess what? The games play, though. Hold on. Gamester, you don't know what you're doing. That's what it is. You know, you're just trying to be an MBG and be a pony. No, I'm telling you people the truth. regardless if you like it or not, man. If this is what's going to take to get you guys to unsubscribe, by all means, that is fine. But like I said, I do not have this game on this account. And look, it does the same thing. Look at this. Look at this. So you're telling me I can't, but y'all like, oh, but it's about the games, though. No, because the last time I remembered, if you game share, you also game share the online membership, right? I find it so funny that the games work, but not my online membership. And y'all like, oh, but games, so you just trying to make Xbox look bad. Okay, is that what you guys really think? I got another one for you. Hold on. See, now, notice this. I'll be able to play the 360 games on, look. I can search for a game. Look at this. So what seems to be the problem? What seems to be the problem? Like, I can't play Xbox One and Series X games? Clearly, because if I didn't have this game, oh, you probably still signed into the account. Oh, here we go again with more excuses. I got you. Hold up. What you talking about? I'm only signed into one account now. Look. This completely goes against the game sharing, bro. Look at that. One account, and I can search for games. So explain to me how this did not work on Gears Ultimate, any Xbox One or Xbox Series X game. Explain to me. But it's working on 360, though. 360, there seems to be no problem. You have people trying to educate me, bro. I probably know more about this situation than the vast majority of y'all. I felt the need to bring this up to people's attention because, like I said, man, you guys think you own your games. Your games are all locked to a service. Even if you buy your games on Steam, nobody's safe. At the end of the day, there's nothing we really can do. Gaming, you guys have accepted this fate of gaming. I understand. I'm fully aware of that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be more frugal with my money. Now, I did find a workaround and try to find ways to get through it. I did. But still, that's besides the point. It shouldn't be happening. I should be able to continue to play the games that I purchased. Well, I can. And be able to play online. Like, that's crazy. You think the games wouldn't work, right? You would think the games didn't work, but no. For some reason, my console, or should I say Game Pass, my Game Pass Ultimate is restricted through game sharing to play online. I find that so funny. Like, that's just very weird to me, considering that I thought Microsoft was going to do free online with their next console. Maybe those layoffs really is paying dividends. Maybe they really out here losing money, or should I say, like what Dreamcast guy would say, is Xbox dead? You know, I know a lot of Xbox fans ain't going to like this video. You're going to have PlayStation fans running with it. And like I said, they're not safe either. PlayStation is the same exact crap. I get signed out of games when I'm trying to play it to the point where it's even unplayable. All I know is that these companies, just like what Nintendo did with the Switch 2, when they reworked everything with their game share, about how you can share one game at a time. Bro, this is going to happen to everybody. I can guarantee that companies are going to push that. They're going to completely weed out game sharing, right? And they're going to put restrictions and limitations and all that, bro. You don't think these companies are wise? You don't think these companies are like, this man got 10 Xboxes in his house or something like that? You know, each one of those Xboxes should be $20 a month. That's how these companies are looking at it. You know, you're like, well, Mario Kart 8 sold well. It sold 80 million. Nintendo's like, hold on, how many of those people actually game shit? That could have been an additional 40 million that would have bought the game. It's never been about hardware sales. This literally proves my point. I have the hardware, and they still restrict me. Why? Because of the subscription. Like, you people need to grow up, man. And I feel, like I said, man, shame on the Xbox community. Not every single one of them. But shame on the Xbox community for even defending it. And shame on the PlayStation community that's more likely going to laugh at this. Because you know that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to run with narratives. But like I said, PlayStation, Nintendo ain't any better. I've had people tell me, go PC, it's not. Okay, yeah, you're right. I would have definitely got through when it came to the online multiplayer. But like I said, once consoles cease to exist, PC gaming, as open as the platform will be, you will be having exclusive services. This is something they're not understanding. They thinking because Steam and, you know, all these consoles are out that, yeah, you are enjoying the benefits of it. And yes, you do look like the better platform right now. But don't get it twisted. Once consoles cease to exist, those days of Kingdom Hearts being locked down to a storefront, regardless of what platform you play on, which will more likely be PC, those are the issues that PC gamers will have to deal with. So this whole aspect of, oh, we're PC gamers, we don't like exclusivity. Well, Get ready for it, because that's exactly what's going to hit you and your storefront. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I really wanted to bring it up to people's attention. This also happens on PlayStation. You see what Nintendo did with their game sharing. They made it so, casual friendly. They really weeded people in with the Switch 1. And then as soon as you got it, they decide to change it. And that's more likely what's going to happen with Microsoft and Sony. It is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, take care. Peace out.